Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you? You're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Oh, okay.
Okay. So,
yes. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but I mean,
and then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least, you know.
What did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, I mean, like, even like when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay.
I don't know you.
I can respect that. I can respect that. Okay. When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not
again.
Maybe
I don't
we're not
know
there
yet.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
And then, but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made up.
There's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well, look at my planner, where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late, and like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment, and that is not possible.
And that's why I'm saying, I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, you know, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria. Especially if I'm paying for the whole thing, which I'm still willing to do. I would have been, but if we're late, I mean, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot.
I mean,
waiting for a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, like, you know, the equivalent to that? I mean,
I literally
you don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong with
I will die. That's embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for that. I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So, respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm up.
So you just want to call it a night? I mean, isn't there some kind of compromise or something? Ladies, can you believe this?
I'm sorry, y'all.
He's out of the parking space.
If I don't feel respected, I am not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
Well, I mean, you are serious. You're really leaving.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't want this place anyway, right?
I mean, I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already set them, and you've broken every one.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. We're dropping you off home.
All right, whatever. Well, I mean, I guess I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do. I understand where you're coming from.
Down. What's up, y'all? It's AD live down in the den after dark with the After Dark crew, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that little clip that we had at the beginning. It's going to be one of our main topics that we're talking about. We're going to have the whole crew coming in. We're going to potentially have special guests stopping by. And of course, if you're at home and you're watching, or you're watching on your YouTube, your Facebook, Twitter, your Twitch, wherever you're watching, and you want to hop on, just let us know. Leave us a comment. We'll put the link in the chat and we'll be happy to bring you up. So I'm going to introduce who we have with us right now. As I mentioned, we're going to be having other OGs coming in. Of course, my man, you know who he is. It's been a while, but he's back. One of the OG AD crew. My man, King Petty. How you doing today, brother?
I am doing lovely, just getting over this damn flu.
Oh, man. Flu or the vid, man? Which one was it? Keep it real. Keep it
No,
funny.
it's the flu.
Okay.
Yeah, with the flu.
Be honest, I don't think I've ever had the flu before. But man, let them know where they can find you on social media, brother.
All right, you can find me on the King. Well, now it's not even the King Petty channel no more. It's the Ill Vision Entertainment channel now. I changed the name of it. I'm still doing Power Petty. Still doing Petty and Real Conversations. Let me see. You can find me on Facebook, John Leggett. You can find me on Snapchat, Eyes to My Soul 80, and Instagram, Eyes to My Soul 80.
Yes, sir. You see it right there at the bottom of the page. And our brother, you saw him on the Vegas episodes. You've seen him on other episodes, man. He was passionate about this topic. So we had to bring him back. My man, Sean Wick, how you doing today, brother?
Doing good, man. What's going on with y'all?
Man, I am good. I am good, man. And as I mentioned, we're going to have the rest of the crew coming in shortly, but we're going to get this thing started. If you're watching at home, if you want to get on, just let us know in the comments. We will send you a link. We'd love to have you on to get your point of view. This is a show for the people, man. But if y'all saw the clip, it's gone viral. It's been everywhere on Black Twitter, regular Twitter, all race Twitter, but I just played, it was about a 6.5 minute clip of this young lady. She was going on a date with a gentleman. He pulled up the Cheesecake Factory and she decided the first thing she was going to do was grab her phone and talk to the people on TikTok and let him know how trifling this gentleman was for taking her to the Cheesecake Factory. And you come to find out as the video progresses that the reason they didn't go to the super nice place is because she was an hour late. They scheduled the date for 4 p.m. He told her it would be at 4 p.m. sharp. He was there at 4 p.m. and she decided to stroll down at 5 p.m., making them miss their reservation. So, for those who saw it previously, who just saw the clip, man, I am dying. I am dying. We talk about entitlement all the time, but this one really burned my britches, man. This one kind of pissed me off because we've all seen it. I call it the hungry bird complex. And believe me, before we get into this, after we're through, you're probably gonna think we're a bunch of misogynistic women haters. We are not by any means, but like King Petty had the flu, I got the bird flu. I can't stand a bird. And she was definitely giving that so bad. First of all, have y'all seen the clip?
Oh yeah.
I stopped watching it whenever she started talking to the dude. I couldn't watch more of it.
Saw it about 4 or 5 times already.
Yeah.
And it was rough, man. It was rough. We all know, and I'm not saying all women, we can't say all of anybody, but there are women who look at dudes as meal coupons. Meal tickets. You know, I'm gonna be able to go to a nice restaurant that I may or may not be able to afford on my own, pull out my phone and take some pictures for the gram where you actually never see the actual date that they're there with. And hey, Mama Leggy, how you doing? May or may not see the actual gentleman that actually put the bill and put the place, and then just use the date for Instagram. And then at the end of the night, they're like, "All right, salute." And then they call Captain Poop, but they actually have fun at the end of the night. So, first of all, have any of y'all ever felt like you've been a meal ticket on a date? I think it's probably happened to all of us. But and then secondly, what do you think about the whole thing? I'm so tired of people running to social media for every single thing that happens in their life. But what do y'all think of the whole video? And then has that ever happened to any of y'all?
Has it? Yeah. Yeah, it happened a couple of times. Personally, as soon as she would have got on as soon as she would have got on TikTok, I'd be like, okay, like let her out the car. She can walk home. She can catch the bus, get an Uber. Like, nah. And then she gonna be like, how is she was late. First of all, she started off everything fucked up. An hour late. Not to mention he waited down there for an hour. He waited for an hour.
That was strike one on him, right?
Yeah,
that's strike one on him.
But he waited. He told her with the time, and she just decided to strollingly wait and take her merrily fucking time and just wait, and then come down at 5. So I mean, it started off bad in the first place. I would have left her ass on the street. That's me personally. Like, there's no way. No. Like, she felt entitled, and she was like, "Yeah, look at me." She was a pure 4 at best.
Right.
Well, she was a pure 4 at best. The lipstick didn't even match the outfit. You know what I'm saying?
About her look, but just her energy, man.
Her attitude, demeanor, everything about her.
Demeanor. You could be a 10 with that stink attitude. You're gonna lose 3 or 4 points right off top.
Off top.
Oh yeah. Oh, Mom said McDonald's was good for her.
I didn't notice she had the bingo wings flapping. So
Mom said it was McDonald's. I would have took her to Hot and Now.
I would have took her nowhere. You look at nowadays.
Like that.
Nowadays, if you get a reservation for a fancy restaurant, you got to put money into that. Most of them places don't take it. Like, if you got to be there at a specific time, half the time, if it's a super fancy restaurant, you paying for that reservation. So we don't know if that happened or not. Let's say that it did. This man paid how much money he potentially paid for that reservation, got the reservation, lost the money because she took too long, and still was nice enough to take the bitch to Cheesecake Factory? And fuck no. No, sir.
He was a knight. He was Clark Kent, man, because
for real.
I'm a stickler for a few things. I'm not like one of those people that be like, oh, I want my clothes ironed and cook me a meal. I'm not like a caveman like that, but I'm a stickler on time. I have said it before, and I said it a million times. Time is the most precious commodity we have. You can't get any more of it. So wasting my time, I look at that as a personal insult to my damn character, because I told you 4. We agreed upon 4. She said, oh, I got called into work or work late. Cool, let's reschedule. That's more respectful. Like, hey, do you still want to meet up? I'm running a bit late. That's the thing. She just thought that, as she said, I'm too fine. No, you're not
at all.
Said a Happy Meal, still McDonald's, but I feel what you're saying.
The way she was like, and then she got online. He tried to open the door for her and everything. He was a gentleman. Like chivalry's not dead. He was a straight gentleman. And then she just literally posted him on there, making him look bad on TikTok. Nah, like he was being a gentleman at all the way to the end.
Yeah,
like he's probably not a gentleman anymore. And this when they ask where dogs come from, go ahead with.
No, I'm saying he probably still most people that.
Yeah, they got women scoring, but then you also have men who are also scoring too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
to me, it's audacity, like I said, to put me on TikTok and try to put me on blast like I'm a cheapskate. Number one, you can spend $200-$300 at Cheesecake Factory if you go wild. Like let's not act like anybody's too good for the Cheesecake Factory. Yes, they have a really long menu, but which generally isn't a good thing. Yes, they're a chain restaurant, but shoot, one of the nicest clubs we went to is a chain. What was that place we went to? Blue Tuxedo? Blue
Martini?
Blue Martini. I knew it was something blue. But I mean that's a chain, and that place is killer. Like Roof Chris is a chain. You know what I mean?
Right.
Roof Chris is a chain, and you can spend $600 in there easy. So I just don't know this attitude of it's the first date. She said it's the first date. I couldn't let you in my house. Okay, I understand safety, but then at the same time, what judge a character that you're going to go on a date with somebody that you won't even like? The thing she said didn't make any sense. It was just, I don't know. Then at the end, she was like, "Yeah, you want to compromise? Nah, I don't. I've already compromised my morals for picking you up when you disrespect my time." Hour late.
She could have had at least the common courtesy to let him know that that she's gonna be late, but she didn't even do that. I don't even think she did that.
She probably did this.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it. It sounded like she just let him wait because she obviously thought he was dehydrated enough that he had to wait for her, and he did, but at the same time, I was proud of the man. Like I would have been I'd have been a little bit more harsh than she was, especially if the guy on camera. I'd have been a super villain by the time they turned that camera on.
She ended up looking like a dummy by the end of the video, though.
Yeah, because her ass was hungry. She was probably waiting for that free meal.
Mm-hmm. Shit, she wouldn't even worth the ticket to Pound Town, so she was good.
All right, and coming from sunny Tampa, Florida, you know who he is. My man Kyle Jones has joined the chat, man. How you doing today, brother?
What's up, fellas? What's up?
Chilling.
What's up, bro?
Let the people know where they can find you on social media.
Shit. Everywhere. TikTok, Cal Jones 757. Instagram, the same thing. Find me on Facebook, the same name. That's everything. Keeping up with the Blow the Whistle Sports.
The main thing.
I don't know my own shit. Down in the Den, which we on now. All Punishment, Pat with Petty. We probably gonna be at the gun range with D Wick doing the show. We everywhere.
Shooting shit with Wick. He was like, now I shoot a watermelon.
Oh my God.
Man, but we've been talking about it, man, and I couldn't wait for you to come up there. You're absolutely right, Mama. Like unfortunately, there's a thirst. Yeah, there's a simp out there for everyone. You just might have to lower your standard of simp, but there's always a simp that's like, oh my god, she has boobs, I'll do anything. But Cal, we were talking about homegirl that went live on TikTok because the dude took her to Cheesecake Factory. Did you see the clip? I played the clip for the audience before we even got on.
Yeah, I seen it.
Man, so please, number one, have you ever been, because we were talking about clearly she thought she had a meal ticket. Have you ever been a meal ticket for a chick? And what do you think about her taking it to TikTok and how he handled it at the end of the day by saying, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna drop you back off the crib.
I mean, back in the days, I have been a meal ticket for a chick. You know how it is. You first get in the game. The girl she used to guys talking to her, she got all the experience. You taught, to take a girl out and to do this and to do this. And I just had to learn, bank account dried up, overdraft a couple of times, but I learned. And with this chick, she didn't know she was going to Cheesecake Factory before they went. Like, she just hopped in the car. He just took it. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I ain't never seen like people go on a date and just be like, "Oh, we just gonna drive until we get to a destination, and this is where we're going to." So I think that she kind of like set this up already. She knew they was going to Cheesecake Factory, and she waited till she got there to actually do all this. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Man, people will do anything for the lights. In the 80s, we had crack. In the 90s, we had heroin. And in 2020, it seems like we have the lights. People are smoking to do anything for a light. And she tried to embarrass the dude. Number one, he didn't even look like a dude that she would mess with. So he probably worked IT at her office and took all his courage and went up to him and was like, Shaniqua,
oh my god.
If maybe we can have a night all on me, of course, and we can go to Aria and go dancing and maybe some ice cream. She was like, all right, Raheem. And she agreed. Here, go with me. I'm painting a picture. So they didn't even look because he was far too kind. I guarantee she had a dude in her phone named Pound Town that she was probably going to call after he got a full belly, and she probably would have ordered a to-go dinner for him when he came over. Like, the plan was translucent. I could see the plan. And like Kyle said, we've all been victim. We've all been a meal ticket, a drink ticket. We've all bought a drink and they say, thank you. But after one or two times, hopefully you wise up and you leave that simping for the rookies, man. But I love that she ended up getting her just dessert, which was no dessert, just a bowl of ramen noodles in her one bedroom apartment. Oh man. But I gotta. Nah, I'm not bringing any strangers. Y'all gonna have to put a comment in. Last time I did that, got some bad.
What's their name?
I don't recognize them. Just leave me a comment on who you are and send me the thing before I bring them, because they ain't got no picture on the profile.
No shit like that popping up.
Coming back like he gonna have cheesecake on his nipples. Like,
it's probably the chick from the Cheesecake Factory.
I'm dead.
Speaking of Cheesecake Factory, man, like, this ain't Applebee's. I feel Cheesecake Factory is an all right place for a first date.
It may be the perfect place for a first date. Like, the price is not too high. It's not too cheap. It doesn't come off as like I'm trying to wipe you or I'm trying to like dig you out. It's like the perfect ground. So I don't know why she would be offended by Cheesecake Factory.
It's literally the perfect place for it. Because one thing for me, I don't mind buying a meal. I rarely cook at home. But if I'm going to pay for a meal, if I'm going to go on a date and I don't know how this date is going to end, at least I need to have a decent meal in a doggy bag. That's the bare minimum that I'm going to ask. Cheesecake Factory has a good food, have a big ass menu, so you're going to find something you like. At the worst case scenario, you get a decent piece of cheesecake to take home. Like, who does this chick, like, she really thought she was coming in there like 1998 Halle Berry. She was like, I'm too good. I'm like, what are you talking about? You look like a stunt double for Janet Jackson and Poetic Justice with the Dookie braids.
Oh no, he didn't. The stunt double.
I was with you, Mars, until you said Cheesecake Factory had good food. That's where we got kind
They
of
do.
separated. That
I
may
think
be.
It ain't.
I wouldn't say great, but it's above Olive Garden.
Ooh,
No.
I don't know. All you can eat soup and shit, and them breadsticks. That, I don't know about that, Mars. That
You
may have to be a
literally just
separate
said
episode.
bread and soup. That's a prison meal. That's the best thing I got going for.
Oh,
They got water in one of those cups and go against the bars. Yeah.
That may have to be a poll.
Hey, let us know in the comment. Is Cheesecake Factory better than Olive Garden? Let us know. Hold on, somebody.
Trash.
I don't have my glasses on, so somebody read that for
If you can choose anyone to see get tickled as a prank, who would it be? Who is
Wait, what the fuck did I say?
Random question. If you could choose anyone to see get tickled as a prank, who would it be? That is a weird question.
Anyone in the chat room? Anyone in this room? Or anyone on the
That's weird, bro.
Thinks about that type of shit. Who do I want to get
That's on somebody Twitch.
I mean,
I don't even have Twitch.
Is that a thing? People watch people get tickled? Well, if I'm gonna tickle someone, it's gonna be somebody with some bounce. So maybe what's the Bailey girl?
He tickling them. It was them getting tickled as a prank. If you could see
Some of the
them
Haley
get
chick. That's her name. No, think about it.
No, think.
I will continue to think about that. The whole episode is now changed to tickle me Elmo.
Yeah, like that.
This may be like a kid, son.
Well, this is Down in the Den After Dark. If you still listen to Justin Bieber, you might be too young. Well, Justin Bieber like 40 now, so this person's probably 35. But I don't know. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for watching. I never thought about that. Give us an episode or two, and we'll put a top 10 list together of people we want to see get tickled as a prank. I didn't know. I didn't know that was a prank. Like,
Wow.
Whatever happened to whoopee cushions? I must be old, man. And if you guys are wondering what's different, yes, I did dye my beard. I know there's somebody probably like wondering.
I was.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I'm in here looking like Rick Ross now. Oh. I was like,
Fresh from the Kobe and Shaq video.
I was like, I feel like I went a little too black, but we're gonna keep it rocking.
That number 5?
Mexican Ross.
I don't know, man, but I'm feeling like 18 now because my beard's dark. But yeah, man, I'm so glad Homeboy stood up for himself because we got to stop this, man. Like, I was just listening to some music that artists sent for our sister podcast Down in the Den, which new episode coming next Wednesday featuring Devin Trey. But I was getting some music submitted by a label for artists, and the chick looked like she was maybe my age, at least late 30s, and she's in the music talking about take a nigga money, the whole song. Like, they keep saying, oh, this is the year of female hip hop and women are leading the charge, but it's also ironically the year where there's been no number one hip hop albums, no number one hip hop hits. And it's because a lot of these women now are all
It went back raunchy.
Yeah, but I was listening to an old Foxy Brown verse. Yes, she was raunchy, but she still had bars. She still was respected.
Yeah. And now everybody's talking about the same thing.
I'll think about it.
We got a diverse audience.
Shoot, all the commercial bullshit is popular, and all the real shit is in the background, basically.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is now we're starting to see. That's why when when I got back in the dating pool, I realized that these 25-year-olds can't do it because they're all like literally, they think they're city girls. They think they're gonna. And I'm like, hey, that might work for a 22-year-old rapper, but I'm a 40. I just turned 43, so like you're not gonna get me. It's not Captain Save 'em up here. I like the mature women that are ready to like actually build and do something. But okay, all right.
What?
I don't know. And we need a moderator. We always get it's always somebody. I don't know which one of y'all are bringing in this audience.
No, that's Twitch. Whoever got a Twitch account, that's who that's on.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, I ain't got no Twitch.
All right, never mind that. So moving on, man. The next topic, and as the rest of the fellas come on, we will address that. But we're going to move on to our next topic, the actual main event, what you guys came to see. As you can see, Jada versus Will, man. Oh, this woman is a supervillain. She is. I've never. If this was the roles reversed,
Thanos.
Man, she worse than Thanos, man. She's like Hitler mixed with Mussolini.
Oh,
She's a real life supervillain. If the roles were reversed, they would be calling for the dude's head. But man, we got to save Will. I don't know if we need to do a GoFundMe, petition, do one of those commercials like for 50 cents a day, you can save Will Smith. But this chick is torturing him like emotionally. We all recall the slap heard across the world, and then we all recall keep my wife. We all call it. Come to find out,
Right.
Ain't no wife. She obviously this was something that he didn't want out in the open, but she comes out. She's on her book tour, of course. She's out there trying to sell some books, slang those books. And she comes out and says, oh, yeah, we haven't been together since 2016. So essentially what you're saying is that this man's biggest night in his career, he ended up having tarnish for a chick that ain't even his? Like, man, oh my God. Like, what the hell do y'all think
that so much
about
worse.
Jada in the situation? Go ahead, Whit.
That make that slap so much worse.
So much worse. I know Chris Rock's like, you hit me for nothing.
Yeah, because she belonged to August at that time.
Man,
She did what?
She belonged to all of
Did
them.
she belong to August at that time?
Oh, Alcina?
Yeah.
I think he belonged to her, man. She's giving me.
Oh, yeah. The entanglement. That was no entanglement. That was a full-blown relationship.
But not only that, once again, we always, and that's why I hope we can get some women up here, because if you reverse it with the gender, if this was one of Willow's friends that came in and was having, because if you remember the whole August situation, his sister died. He ended up taking custody of her kids. He had some health issues like lupus or something. He was sick. He was a friend of Jaden. And they were like, hey, come live with us. Get your mind right. Put you in a safe environment. You're a friend of the family. And then you go from that to not even a cougar. Like I said, she the predator. Ends up in a relationship. I'm like, if that was Will and it was one of her young, impressionable friends, we would be having this man's career, everything. He might even end up in jail. So, like, how's it any different just because she's a female? And that, like, ties into our female entitlement thing. But, man, what do y'all think about this whole situation and how low, like, what's left for Jada? Jada Vader. She's Jada Vader now because she's damn near Darth Vader.
Jada the Vader.
This is the biggest issue that I got is so what we're gonna be thinking after Will hurt himself. Like, people do realize that's why people hurt themselves all the time, right? Like, why people kill themselves. The dude is already going through something, and she's just pouring it on, like putting unnecessary business out that nobody cares about. I don't know if he did something to her, and she just keep trying to get him back. But as soon as I hope he don't, I'm not advocating for this. We're against, doing stuff to yourself. But as soon as something happens, everybody gonna be looking back like, how we missed that? Like how we
Mm-hmm.
can see that? Like everybody just laughing at his pain. It's just so funny. Even though I don't want to take it here, black women are the most unprotected species. But when it's a black dude, everybody tends to make memes, laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Man up. You don't go through pain. You shouldn't hurt. You don't get embarrassed. Nobody says anything, but I don't know. That's just me, maybe.
That's crazy.
I mean, you're absolutely right, and God forbid, like Cal said, we do not advocate hurting yourself. We have a mental health episode every May. If you have some mental issues, please. I don't even think it's like the Logic song anymore. I think it's a simple number like 966 or something like that. Look it up. But if you have a mental health, get some help. But seriously, they talk about women. You said the thing, the black woman is most unprotected. We hear it all the time. But I don't know. I keep seeing us out in the streets getting shot by cops and us getting shot by each other. And then, women like the woman that was in the previous story who's clearly got an abusive mentality. It's rough out here. And I personally think she has to have something on Will. I don't think it's a vindictive thing. I think she has something on Will that
Mm-hmm.
pretty much you'll do what I want to do and you ain't gonna say nothing. Because,
That's
and I'm not here to speculate on what that is, but that's the only thing that I can imagine. You live a different life since 2016. What's that? 8 years, 7, 8 years? And you still got this, you still ready to snap because of Chris Rock. That brings that whole situation into a different light. But like I said, I think she's a super villain right now, and I don't know what she has against, what the motive. Like, you're not gonna do this to me and come back home.
That's what I'm about to say. They might as well just break up now. Everybody knows shit. I'm gonna go ahead and just move out.
they've been separated for all these years. Might as well.
Yeah, I guess like you said, they was trying to fake it, but now that you done put it out, I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
The next video
Well,
y'all see of me gonna be me moving out. Like,
Plus, she
damn,
on every look, and she on every show. She even on All the Smoke.
damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like she on every show now. They got to do interviews everywhere.
mm-hmm.
You shouldn't even need the money. Like, this is crazy, man.
Bruh, she still talk about her love affair with Pac.
And that's the
Well, you
next
seen the birthday?
aspect that I wanted to bring up. I don't know if you saw this, but she went up and said Tupac was her true soulmate. Her husband is still alive. He's in the next room. She on Twitter. Like, yeah, Tupac, go ahead and rock this. And he just sit there. Like, bro, what else could you do? Wick, you were about to say something before I rudely interrupted. Go ahead.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you were about to say something.
I wasn't about to say no. Hold on.
Oh, but the Tupac, I don't know. That's crazy. But girls always tend to like to lean towards the ones that like run through them or dog them out. The dude that's gonna treat them good, he always get friend zoned it or ain't bad enough or whatever. Then God ain't brought me a good man, and when a good man come, all these good men that been in and out. When a good man come, I know it, and I'm gonna wait on this good man and all this and that or whatever. And then they wonder why the good dudes, as time go on, they just become assholes. Cause they like y'all to push us to the side and dog us out so much. Y'all, I don't know, y'all tend to be receptive to being disrespected, and y'all like to chase. So I just treat you like you want to be treated. So it's no surprises to me that she treats Will the way that she treat Will, and then Tupac gets all disrespect. Even though I ain't never heard like Tupac say that she was his soulmate.
She said he proposed to her while he was in jail, which obviously we'll have no way.
Everybody proposes when they in jail. They in jail. Like, you know how many people I proposed to if I was in jail?
Right? What they gonna do? Come and get you?
Hey, go nowhere. Like I'm trying to tie you down. What he do when he got out?
I guess he said that proposal. I forgot about. He was too busy recording All Eyes on Me. He said, "Oh man, I forgot, baby. Let me go ahead and do these music videos for Heather Hunter."
Shit, all she was doing was a different world. Wait a minute. She was in Jason's Lyric at that time, wasn't she?
I don't know when Jason Lyrics came out, but I mean, if you're gonna keep it funky, like Jada has not had the biggest career, to say the least. She had Different World, she had a Low Down Dirty Shame, she had Jason's Lyric, she had The Matrix, she had a tiny part in The Matrix, and then she was in the Girls Trip movie.
Minister Society, wasn't you?
Oh, don't forget that movie Woo with Tommy Davidson.
Or we can forget that movie.
Yeah, I know we can.
Shout out to Tommy Davidson. He's actually a funny dude. But yeah, that movie.
Oh yeah, Tommy Davidson's dope.
Yeah, that movie, however, was not dope.
No.
And I don't know. I just feel like it's a situation where she really, like Kyle said, the good guy. She couldn't get the thug because he passed away. He got shot up because she said they were married.
Which usually happens.
It's something. Usually they leave them with a baby or two after, and then they get shot up.
Oh my god!
And then they got the dude that was taking the girl to Cheesecake Factory trying to court her.
Some shitbox breeds.
She really came in there looking like she about to say "mo" to the E to the. But yeah, man. Like I feel bad for the dude, but at the same time, at what point are you gonna stand up for yourself? You got all the.
She's delusional, bro. She right now has her cake and eat it. She can do whatever she wants to do. She got her cake and eat it too.
Cheesecake, for that matter. But I don't even, like I said, the only thing, I don't think Will is stupid. I don't think Will is that much of a simp. I think she has something on him. And, we've all heard the rumors of open marriage. I've heard rumors, once again, allegedly, because I don't need Overbrook Studios sending us cease and desist. But, I've heard rumors about his relationship with Dwayne Martin.
Oh,
Out all night, above the rim. Dwayne Martin,
Campbell husband, ex-husband.
Yeah.
And you remember when they got divorced? Gina was pretty much like, yeah,
I think
because the last 20 projects that Dwayne Martin was in was either executive producer or star Will Smith. Like I saw him on the new Fresh Prince, and I was like, how he get a job? Oh yeah, that's how he got a job. Will Smith is introducing it. It might just be him looking out for his boy, but it might be him looking out for his boy. So allegedly, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I think that's what she has over him. That's just me. I'm gonna throw it out there. Do y'all think she has something on him that's keeping him from just booting her? Because she's doing better than a divorce. They've been together 8 years. He could have gave her like half that money and made it back by now. She gets to continuously live off all his hard work.
All his movies, even his upcoming movies too.
I don't think she got nothing on him because I think she would have came out with it by now. Like if she didn't did this much, she would have came out with it. That thing ain't got no heart, man.
I disagree.
Like she's on all the smoke. Like all the smoke.
That boy said she ain't got no heart.
Yeah.
Like that audience doesn't even make sense. Nobody that watched All the Smoke is buying Jada Pinkett's book. Like whoever's her publicist, you were better off booking her on Down in the Dead because their audience do not coexist.
They talk about sports and smoking weed.
I'm definitely gonna send an email and see if we can get her on the show.
I don't want that as Nikki New would say, that dark princess energy. She come on the show and next like, man, I don't know why, but I just spent half my check to Jada Pinkett Smith, bro. You put a spell on me.
I'm dead.
I don't know. I mean, I can't explain it, and I guess everybody just used to it now. People don't even feel sorry for Will no more.
it's
They
hard
never
to
did.
feel sorry for somebody that, once again, I hate to say it because, like I said, I'm coming off super misogynistic, but nobody cares when a guy takes abuse.
They don't.
I agree
Nobody,
with that.
nobody cares.
That's true.
They're like, you should
They
have
don't.
manned up. You should have stood up for yourself. You know, if it's a woman, they'd be like, why didn't you leave? They'd be like, oh, she was emotionally abused. She couldn't leave. But obviously she's got some type of control, or maybe he really, he feel like he can make it work. But I mean, you're not just gonna keep destroying me like that.
They live in separate lives in separate houses. Like, what do you mean? Like, and I'm coming
I
back
agree
from
with
that.
that. I
That
don't
boy
know
just got
about
a lot of
that.
hope.
Thank you, Tamika. Cheesecake Factory is delicious, by the way.
Mm.
Is it better than the Olive Garden, though? Let us know. We got a little poll. Is it better than the Olive Garden? So
Better
far,
than the Olive Garden?
Al Jones' negotiation was they got bread and water, apparently.
soup, damn it.
It's better than cheesecake. And they got unlimited greasy cheese sticks.
How you name Cheesecake Factory? You ain't got good cheesecake.
I mean, it's all
Oh,
right.
all right. Don't do that to me, Tanika. I don't do that to me, Tanika. I know you do, but
But you can't say we. You got to say you.
Yeah,
You care about men. That's the problem. You generalize and you say we. I had a 6.5 minute video just a minute ago showing that they, or y'all do not about men. So you can. We started off the show saying not all women. It's obviously not all women. All of us have or had good women in our life, so it's definitely not all women. But unfortunately, it seems like it's becoming an overwhelming majority, especially with like this current hot girl generation, as I like to call it. Thank you, Mama Leggett. That's
Oh, yes, it is.
I don't
he
know
just
about that.
asked you, Petty.
I got-
And then he's like, "Oh yes, it is."
No, I like Cheesecake Factory. I mean, shit. I mean, I don't go there a lot, but I mean, it's not the first date thing, but it can be.
I got a question.
Same as Dave's, maybe.
I got a question. All right, so I'm gonna go with the narrative that they do care about men, right? Why is Jada Pinkett not canceled yet? We cancel everything else, and nobody's gonna cancel this chick for the mental
abusing them.
whatever that she's putting on somebody. We just like overlook that. But I agree with Mars. If it was the other way, and if it was the dude that was just constantly coming at his girl like that, Will Smith movies would tank. He wouldn't be able to get a movie.
That's true.
But he's actually getting more interviews and selling more books for being toxic. So I get it, but I don't see where they care about men at.
Mama don't hurt him.
Oh, she got a date. Okay.
Thanks for tuning in. See, Mama Leggett, a good woman out there. Have fun and make sure you open your door for you and don't take you to the Cheesecake Factory.
Man, you doing more than us on a Friday.
I know she's like, all right, I'm sick of your shit. I'm going out there.
I'm just glad she happy.
We are too, man. It was a pleasure seeing Mama Leggett. Appreciate the dinner. Always tuning in. She's our #1 fan, so we appreciate that. But yeah, man. We're literally seeing emotional abuse in our face, and nobody has done anything to be like, yo, we need to cancel this chick. She's literally out here terrorizing this man. You saw his face during that damn Red Table Talk interview. And
Like he wanted to cry.
I want to cry. That man was.
Mm-hmm.
You know that face. You know that. Wick know that face well. That's the face where you just got an ass whooping, and then you got to go back out in front of your friends, and your friends like, your mom whoop your ass, and you're like, nah, man, she ain't do shit. She didn't all. That's what his face looked like. That was that mama ass whooping face.
No, we gonna see though, but I think she's gonna be even bigger. She didn't even care about taking away that dude's biggest night from him. She didn't say nothing. Matter of fact, she said he didn't even have to go up there. like something wrong with that chick, man, and we just like we're fueling the fire. Not us. Well, I mean, but shit, we talking about it. But the fire just get fueled by people that just keep talking about it, and all the interviews is just acceptable. People don't want to say it. Toxic is in style now. I mean, you look at who's the chick that like filmed her pregnancy? The rock chick with the missing tooth or whatever.
Oh,
Chris
Sean.
Yeah, like what we doing? Like she filming having a baby and everybody, watching it. We done seen them fight. Like Toxic is in style.
Oh no, toxic is what? Because I got this theory that everybody wants to feel better by default. So they watch these toxic people, and then you feel better about the toxic shit that you do. You be like, hey, I may smoke crack, but at least I don't, I'm not out here with like Jada, or hey, I may cheat, but hey, I ain't emotionally abusing too. Everybody uses the toxic stuff to make themselves feel better. And that's what people are always addicted to. Every drug, every sex addicts, whatever it may be, it's just to make people feel better. And that's what it all boils down to. It's something to make them feel better. That's why I look at that show where it's like My Weird Strange Obsession. And I'm like, damn, I'm kind of weird. And then I see a lady eating like cremated ashes, and I'm like, but I ain't that weird.
Oh,
Makes me feel
nah. Eating cremated, eating other people? Really?
Oh man, that show, if you're ever on Hulu, check it out. That show got some incredible sickening people that are just doing. It was one girl like took a shower with pee, and one lady, my favorite one, she was eating like the mattress. They all she was eating the mattress. She was like, it's so good. I got to eat this mattress every day. I done went through 6 beds in a year, and I'm like, gosh, damn, that's a
She
lot of
should
man.
be dead. It's
That's what the doctor. They always go to the doctor. We're completely off topic, but they always go to the doctor on that show, and they always sit there like, "You see this in your stomach? That's a goddamn Tempur-Pedic mattress. You're gonna have to stop." And then she was like, "I just ordered a purple mattress." I'm like, "No, bitch, stop.
what?
You can't do this." But if you guys are at home and you're tuning in, you like what you're looking at, and you want to support the brand, do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe, make sure you share it. If you want to come on and you have all your clothes on, let us know what you want to talk about. We're more than happy to bring you on. It is a show for the people, but I must stress, please have all your clothes on. If you want to comment, we'll bring the comments on the screen. Kind of refrain from the tickle talk and the masculine talk. That was kind of weird, but
Wow, tickle. What the
also,
hell?
Emotional damage.
Oh, I thought it was petty.
what you smoking on? We ain't done a vice of choice in a while.
Oh, okay. So let me see. Where is it? I just had it. Oh, it's right here. I'm lit. Perp Dragon. It's called Black Cherry Runts.
Where
It's
you get
dark
it?
as hell.
Tell the people to sponsor you. Where you get it from?
Oh, I get this from Greenside Recreational up here in Des Moines, Washington. Some good ass weed. Yeah.
You just drive up to a store, don't know what store you went in.
No, Greenside's the name of it.
It's like you got
Greenside.
to read it off the package.
No, I know the name of it, but still. And then I got cognac backwoods.
He smoked a lot. He wanted to make sure he got it right. He was like, "Yeah, I went to."
You still rolling backwoods? Jesus.
He was like, I went to Wawa.
No lie, John can roll a backwoods and a tornado backwards blindfolded with one hand. I never seen a man roll, and that thing looked like it came out of a store. He used to roll out like, damn, did you buy it like this? He was like, nah, man, I just roll. He had a remote in one hand and be like,
Yeah, I need to stop doing that. I'm about to switch over to papers though.
Hey man, join the Raw Cone generation.
Yeah.
Shout out to Raw.
Yeah, I need to. It's about time for that. Birthday's in like a couple weeks now, so.
Oh yeah. We got 2 weeks from now. Joining the 4+3 club, man. How's it feel? The bone still. Cal, you new in the 40 club. How's the knees?
The knees are gone. I'll be honest. The knees and the back are gone. like to the point where I be at work and I'm sitting like this, like, yeah. So like I had to get like now like my back is so I had to get some like some stilt shoes and shit. Like, you see these? Do you see these?
What the hell are those?
The Nike Scorpions. The Nike Scorpions, yeah.
You brought those?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Them jumps look orthopedic. Like I said, get these Crocs, baby. They're the most
I'm dead. I can't do it. If I saw you in them boots, I was like, oh my God.
If y'all ain't seen me in my Jodeci boots, holla at
That boy need to come out here with them boots, go hunting his shit.
I'm the new Yay. I'm a fashion icon. Shout out to Nikki New for the Croc boots. You know I'm a Croc lover. Took your boy up. I was in the office killing them. They were like, oh Mars, we love your Croc boots. I'm like, I know you do, baby. Don't worry about it, but I'm taking it.
Bro, you look like a thugged out fisherman.
It's the Gordon fisherman, bitch.
Like I was over here dying since I saw that shit, bro. The whole little, you was like, I was like, oh my God. I was over here sick and dying laughing.
We might have been a passive shoot in the morning. They were a birthday gift, and I love them. I should put them on right now, but I'm not trying to make the ratings go up too much.
Dude, the shit is they cool. I just could never do that. There's no way.
Of course not. Only Mars can pull off what Mars pulls off. But if you want to support down the Den, you see the link down. We got merch, man. We got all types of shirt. You've seen Cal Jones model, a little too explicitly. I mean, ain't nobody even asked. I was like, show him the shirt. He started taking off his clothes, but
I learned my lesson.
Turned around, started looking back at it. I was like, oh shit. He turned to King magazine shoot. But get your merch right at that link, man. We got shirts, we got sweatshirts, we got cups, plates, towels, blankets, baby bonnets, anything you need. Cheesecake Factory receipts, coupons. So check it out. Support the gang, man.
Oh my God.
Baby bonnets for sure.
I'm trying to see if what's that other damn host name? The short man. Let me hit him up.
Short man said he is doing some car stuff or something.
What?
Yes, Nikki, we got the baby bonnets. Check them out. I mean,
Why? Nikki.
I'm mad y'all got baby bonnets. I'm weak.
Nikki ain't got no opinion about this.
Nikki,
I don't think nobody.
If you want to give us a female perspective, let me know.
We doing a part 2 to this show because I got some people booked to come on next week from the other perspective.
Nikki, you want to come on? I'll send you the link. We need a female perspective.
Don't run down, Nikki. You know I made some points. I just need you to answer. I need somebody to answer.
All right, I'm putting the link in the chat right now. Hold on.
All right.
She said she took her lashes off.
Put the bitch back on.
I don't think he wanted you to say that.
Hold on, I'm trying to remember how to copy and paste on it. There it is. All right. There's the link right there in the chat. If you guys want to join on, you're more than welcome to join on. We were hoping to short man, but apparently he's doing some pimp my ride right now.
Oh,
What else new been going on, Mars? I feel like we missing a story.
I'm sure we are. Abuse is addiction for a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I maybe it is. That's an interesting perspective. I've personally never been a fan of getting my ass whooped or any type of abuse, but I can understand where people kind of get trained and they end up in that pattern. But what do y'all think about that? Do you think that somebody is addicted to the abuse? Like, oh, it hurts so good. Is that a thing?
You know what? I never and that's a dope podcast too. That Melanin Speak. Y'all check that out. But
Check out Million Speaks for sure.
that's a good point because some people take that as love. Like they feel like somebody care about them when they get abused, if it's mentally, physically, or whatever. Matter of fact, some people act out to get that response from somebody because they just want to feel cared about. Kids do it all the time if their parents are ignoring them or they feel like their parents not around. They'll just act out just so the parents will yell at them so they can feel love. So that's a real good point. We had to do a show on that.
Yeah, and that's very true. I might even have to call some professionals, some psychiatrists, some people with some degrees, because that's very interesting. We all know. I mean, you see it from kids, you see it from animals. If any of you guys have ever had a pet and the pet's not getting attention, they might just chew your shoe or destroy something because they can't tell bad attention from good attention. Any attention is something. So maybe that's the case. And I know Will in his book, he said he came from an abusive household. So I mean, there might be something deeply psychological there that we haven't even touched on that prevents him from leaving out this destructive situation. But let me tell you one thing. Ain't no chick that me and her got the same haircut is gonna have me. we both ain't gonna be fighting for the big razor, and then you gonna also be abusing me. You gonna have to humble yourself when we both putting shea butter on our shiny bald heads.
She looked like
that thing was rose gold. I think I saw it today. It was rose gold today. I was like, all right, rose gold.
She looking like 1999 Cisco.
He looked like D Wick.
Oh, I'm dead.
That shit smoother than mine.
It is, definitely is.
Oh man, watch Will beat all our asses somehow.
I get Jada like better not.
People like, I play Ali. Hey man, I want Will Smith to hit me. I'm gonna be living in a house with Jada because I'm gonna fall on the ground. We're gonna be taking that abuse together.
Y'all think funeral promo, so I'm gonna be on everything. Up all the smoke, the view, 13 News, Wavy News 10, Vegas News.
They're gonna be interviewing me in a wheelchair. I'm like, he was stronger than I anticipated. All I remember before he hit me is he asked me to do the Carlton dance, and then I woke up in the hospital.
Oh my God.
Man, that dude slapped somebody in front of his co-workers. Like it still blows me away.
Think about that. We all work regular jobs. Imagine beating a coworker's ass. Okay, come in.
Oh yeah.
I just did. No warm up. Hey guys. No OJ, no straw. Oh, sorry. Hi guys.
What's up?
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Hey guys, it's your girl Nikki New, aka Nick to the New, aka Nick Murder, because I be killing them. Sorry, guys.
You be killing it.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, guys. So creative. Are you mod podcast for the people? Hi, gentlemen. I thought it was fellas night. That's why I didn't come on. I took my lashes off, but hopefully they stick on.
We needed to get one, but we're gonna bring you back on next week. I'm gonna try to get a whole female panel.
We're about to do a woman's panel. We want to hear the women speak because we're not misogynists. We are realists. But
okay,
you're an exquisite lady of taste and culture, and shout out to McLeod.
What's up, Willie?
But you've heard, obviously, you've been watching backstage. You've heard some of the subjects that we've talked about, particularly the young lady who felt she was too good for cheesecake. And then, of course, the continued abuse of, as I will call her from now on, Jada Vader. She is definitely being a terrorist to my man, Will. What do you think about those two situations?
Okay, first we're going to start on the cheesecake. Okay, the cheesecake sis. I watched it today. I haven't watched it in the beginning of your live. It was actually a lot longer than. Anyway, point is, I think she went a little too overboard. Honestly, she was doing the most. It was giving clout energy. She was doing it for clout. He tried. You can tell, like, he really put forth the effort. And then, as we all, I mean, it's obvious. It's just human decency. Like, if you have some form of home training. Okay, like let's put it out there. Just common courtesy and decency, no matter what it is. You agreed to go out with this man, and you also, even her being late, like she doesn't really like him. Like she doesn't really care for him. Like she was just stringing him along. It was given friend zone energy from the rip. No matter what he did, he's still gonna be in a friend zone. No anything. It's just one of those.
Do you even
dead
think
end
it's friend zone? Or if she was giving me like his name would be saved as meal or like good food under, because you women do
no. Excuse me.
Some women do that.
Thank you.
Some,
because I can't do the generalization. Remember, you guys said that.
I have heard of a couple of women doing that.
All right, but I would give him at least friend zone. I say friend zone because he seems like he could still be a viable something to her. You get what I'm saying? Maybe not.
Meal.
You never. More than just a meal, though. I think more than just a meal. Like you said, he could be in IT. He could probably help her fix her computers or something.
That's
like
worse. You got to pay for food and give her free computer service.
How often do your computer go out?
Next subject.
I'm glad that you brought that up. I got a question. I'm glad we got a woman on the panel.
Hey, Jesus. Okay, go.
So, do you know a person gonna be in the friend zone before you even go on a date with them? Like, would you already know that?
Ooh, great question. No. Sometimes they may start off as a romantic interest, but based on the chemistry during the date, it gives like there's just certain things. Like, for example, for him, he probably automatically wrote her off in his head, obviously, too, based on how, her timeliness and stuff, so forth and so on. So I feel like everybody or most people start off with a 10 when you at least make it to the date, and then the date will determine if it goes if they get a higher rating or if they get points reduced. So I think that can occur over like the first date too.
All right. Is there any way to come? Go ahead, Mars. My bad.
Thank you.
You said he had wrote her off when she was late. I don't think he did. He was opening the door for her. He was like,
I'm saying
trying to do his thing.
Well, yeah, but she was still losing points, though. You get what I mean? Because as you notice, by the time it got to the last straw for him with the Cheesecake Factory and her pulling out the phone, it's like, okay, let me take you home. So he was being respectful and throughout. Okay, we didn't make it out on a date or where I had reservations for, and I don't think she even knew where they were really gonna go either, because it seemed like later on, he revealed to her where he was taking her. She's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go there. He's like, we can't. You were late. So she started to diminish her own points. It went from the fancy restaurant to now Cheesecake Factory. Oh, Cheesecake Factory is not enough for you? Okay, now it's time for you to go home. Respectfully.
Oh, this is even worse then.
I don't agree. I know right away if he's in the friend zone. Couple conversations. I don't know. Okay.
Let me ask you, Melanin, if you know, why still go on a date?
Ooh, there you go.
I don't date my friends.
There you go. See, Melanin, you put yourself out there.
I got a bunch of friends that I know to be my friends for the rest of my life. I ain't went on a date with any of them. Maybe Kyle. One time we took a walk on Atlantic City.
Yeah, we said we'll keep that too. That's the only thing I remember was waking up that morning. So,
well, pause. So many levels here.
Why you got me sounding like Bill Cosby? The only thing I remember was waking up this morning. Whoa, over here. Hey.
Wow. Yes,
So
All
I
right.
got another question.
Go for it.
Can you come out the friend zone?
Oh,
I wouldn't
yes.
call it a date.
Yes. But that takes that right there. You have to have time on your hands. Like you have to have time on your side. Like
So Melanin,
that.
you know you opened a can of worms, right?
Oh, Melanin, why you do that? I wouldn't call
I
it a
set the
date.
trap just to
We
see
can't
dude
hang out.
react. So, have you?
Uh,
You said you wouldn't call it a date. You hang out as friends. Who's paying for this hangout? Let us know.
See, Melanin.
Usually me
Melanin.
and my friends.
That's where it
we
gets
split the bill.
50-50.
In my opinion, or
I always do. Oh, she said she always do.
do. So you
Do you really?
you always do
like,
what? That was
you
gonna
always
be.
visit.
I don't have an answer. Is there something
Even Alexa, like,
Y'all hear Siri?
Hilarious.
Even Siri lost.
Yeah,
Like, hold on, y'all be.
Why are you paying for the no?
No, we're not saying that you can't buy for yourself.
Yeah, Melanin.
We're saying, do you on these friend dates?
She said I always open the can. Put the last comment in there. I always open the can of worms. Yeah, Melanin.
I'm gonna let you be great. Go ahead, Nikki. What we saying?
Listen, listen, Melanin. You know she came in a little bit on the whim. She caught the tail end. Look. I'm trying to clean it up for her. Oh, the lights went out on me, so I can't clean it.
Oh dear.
Even the lights like this a bullshit.
The universe is like, nah, shut that down. Sorry.
Power said you're canceled.
Okay, there's nothing I can do about that, Melanin. I can't clean that up for her. But back to what are we still on now?
Can you come out the friend zone?
Yes, some people can come out the some people can come out the friend zone. But again, that is that's a game you don't want to play with time. Like who plays with old man time like that? Love yourself enough to respect yourself, to receive the love that you deserve, no?
But what if you don't know if you're in the friend zone?
Oh, how do you not know you're in the friend zone?
Have any of you been in the friend zone and successfully ventured out of the friend zone? Because I don't know a man alive who that's like the Lord of the Rings dropping the ring.
I successfully come out the friend zone.
Good job.
But you gotta catch him. I mean, I'm not proud of it. It was kind of vulnerable. But you just gotta catch him at the right time. Vulnerable, lonely, just I don't know, coming out of a bad relationship. You just gotta catch the right time.
You gotta catch the right time.
So in other words, you would just D.E.N the glass.
You said what?
Say it again.
Some D.E.N an emergency glass. Like you waited like one of those predators in the forest. Like, yeah, this deer is sick.
Yeah, like an oil call person.
Not PRN, not as needed.
You can't miss that phone call though. Like if you miss that phone call that come 1 o'clock in the morning, then you may not have another chance. Maybe she coming home drunk from the club or something. You just gotta catch it at the right time.
Oh man, you got her upset or something.
Listen to her cry about this other dude enough times. And she was like, I just need someone to talk to. It made me come over and hold me. You were like, yeah. Mad news.
Women they'll tell you everything the other dude did wrong. So you just do the opposite. Oh, he didn't do this. So you just do this. He didn't do this. You just do this. For y'all young guys, I'm giving it as game for y'all.
So you give it away.
Gem of the day. I'm sorry.
Message.
Yeah.
But that's one thing that I think a lot of women underestimate how long a dude will stay in the friend zone. I'm talking about decades.
I've seen it. Yep.
I've seen dudes that like, yo, I had a crush on her in high school. She about 4 kids in now. She ain't quite the 3 she used to be in high school. She might be a 33 now, but guess what? I'll go still
my Lord.
mountain just because I put so much work in. So like you got to be careful about putting a man in the friend zone, ladies. This is more game because they will wait decades, and then when you're ready, they're gonna be like, whoa, we're just friends. Like that's going to happen to you. So you got to be careful with that friend zone. I think honesty is the best policy.
I agree.
Ding, message.
Message.
Cal, curious, how long were you in that friend zone? What was the time frame on that?
Oh, I
Just
was saying
curious.
friend zones long. Like it's something that they.
It's giving predator vibes. I'm sorry. I was like friend zone that long.
Cal said only 16 years.
Calculated.
Mars will tell you this from back in the days, and this is just.
Oh,
He cut himself off.
If we were ever in the friend zone and we waited a long time, you're not the only one. So I'll wait on you because there'll be other ones that I'm getting what I need to get from until you decide you come out of the friend zone.
it's a rotation.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah, the stable.
Yeah, most to my understanding, most men and women have a stable that they get until they're ready to commit for that one person that they get certain things from. As I mentioned, in the phone, you might have a guy that's meal, you might have a guy for thrills, you might have a guy for bills, you might have a guy, fits your wheels. Did I rhyme?
You did.
Yeah, that was a bar.
Bar. Women and men will have that. They'll have that woman that, man, she can cook. So I'm gonna go get a plate over her house, or oh man, she can do other things. I'm gonna go to her just for that. So I think that's more of a realistic thing until they whittle down that team and they decide they're ready to sign an exclusive contract for that particular team. At least in my experience.
Bingo.
Did you see what Melanin Speak said? Yeah, Melanin, a little bit.
No, you're right though. When you start just telling everything at the beginning, we just taking it all in.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he did what? Oh,
Right.
girl, he's stupid for doing that, girl. He did that to you. He let you do that. Oh, he let you be, man. Shoot.
Set up.
And unfortunately, that's one thing. Like with us, I feel you have to drag it out of us. Like women will voluntarily give you the cheat code and don't realize, like, oh man, how they play me. You literally gave me the game genie on how to play you. You literally gave me the up, down, down contra cheat code, and then they wonder how they get played. You give them the cheat code. So please, like I said, do not underestimate a man that has you on the hit list. They will wait. They will be on your dying deathbed and they're like, clear. All right.
and y'all think y'all doing something when, like Mars said, well, I just got him, he paying my bills and he doing this. You don't care. Especially like if you make a lot of money, you don't care about paying no bills or doing whatever. Like, but some women think like it's control, and we'll just let y'all feel that. All right, you feel like you got control, you got it, but you really don't.
And that's true. Like no man is going to spend their last dollar. Even if they say it is, they're going to give you what they can afford to give. So if you're like, oh, he paid my light bill, that's fine. That was what he spent on coffee that week. He said, okay, I'll drink some K-cups at home. These are tools that we're, not saying it's a fair game, but that's the game that we are kind of like taught and we observe or learn or we get from osmosis. Most guys go through that phase until they get to a point where they're comfortable with themselves. And more importantly, they're comfortable with, once you kind of know who you are as a man, that's when it's hard for you to be manipulated because you know what you are, you know what you bring to the table, you know how you are as a partner. And then it's hard to be played because now you have those parameters set. But when you're in that young game, especially, they seem, early, maybe mid 20s, the cheesecake, 30, early 30s, you may be a little bit gullible. People tend to be a little bit more emotionally stunted these generations.
How long before paying bills? You get some out there that are stupid, that'll pay bills before
He's
kids.
not getting wow. Before you realize he's not getting that. Oh.
I mean, I can't speak for that because I ain't never been the kid. But I think there's outliers on each end of the spectrum. There's some people, you know, I don't think he would be ashamed of this story, but my cousin Chad, he's been featured on the show. Cal seen him offer to buy a drink for a chicken. What did he say, Cal?
He said, no, he said he was like, how much is that drink? I said it was like $15. And then he said, she like, get that bitch a Budweiser.
Oh my God.
In front of the girl, Nikki, in front of the girl, we were all standing at the bar and she was right there. He was like, he said, what y'all drinking? Al and I had the big Silver Surfer drinks. They were like $15, $18, something like that. Like, I want one of them, what they got. He was like, yo, how much y'all pay for that? Cal was like 50. He was like, yeah, that bitch better take Budweiser.
I said, I apologize.
Oh my God.
Cal,
Wow.
on his behalf, on the behalf of all mankind. Because Chad was wilding out. Shout out to Chad. But to answer Melanin's question, like I said, I've never been in that perspective. Because if we are in friend zones, I don't pay a bill. I might give you a loan. But you're gonna have to give me my money back. And if you can't pay my money back, we're gonna have to work some type of other.
Hey.
Now it's become a transactional relationship.
Oh my God.
You got to write up a contract.
Oh my God.
I need my money in 3 monthly installments and or the cheats. You know, it's gonna be some type of
OMG, right?
I ain't doing it. I ain't chasing her. I don't even chase my liquor. I'm not chasing her. What the hell I look like?
Now that I think about it, I've never seen none of us get friend zoned. So I don't even know what that even means. So maybe we need to find somebody that's been friend zoned a lot and get the definition of that.
Petty, you ever been friend zoned?
Yeah, I've been friend zoned a couple times. Yeah.
Let me get the hell out of here.
This stupid.
Why are you in the dark, Nikki?
Because she want to laugh.
No.
She in the dark laughing. She cut the lights off.
The laptop. Stop it, the laptop.
Speak the truth, brother.
Why you ask D-Wick? Why you ask Betty? Like,
I ain't want to ask Wiki night shit. Like,
of course, I've been friend zoned. Shit. Who hasn't been friend zoned?
So how does that go? What's that like, Petty? What's the friend zone?
What, being friend zoned?
Yeah. What's
Oh
that?
man.
Dude, I like okay. I mean, I ain't friends with the person no more. But I mean, shit, it's been like that. Like the person was like, yeah, I just see us being friends, and I was like, okay, well, all right, whatever. And like 2 weeks later, I was just like, fuck this shit. I ain't doing this shit. Like, nah, I'm not with that. Like, I'm not about to chase no female. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's happened. If a girl friend zones me, more than 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to end up being friends with her anyway. I'm just going to move on. Like, that's just me. I'm not going to, like, nah, I'm not about to chase nobody. I don't even chase my liquor. I'm good. I'm so good. I'm not doing it. It's not worth my time.
When's the last time you've been friend zoned?
Man.
The last time?
Yeah.
Let me think.
Huh?
I said
maybe a good, like, what was it, 2 months ago?
I can't do this shit.
Oh.
No, like, okay, I'm not gonna name her on here, but I mean, like, a couple months ago. Yeah, like talking to somebody, and then we went out a couple times, whatever. Yeah, but then after that, like, she was just like, yeah, we just better off as friends, and I was just like, all right.
I think I know.
I don't talk to her, like, I don't even hear from her no more. So I'm like, whatever. I'm not chasing. I'm not asking to hang out and shit. Whatever, it's whatever.
So, have you ever friend zoned a girl?
I can't say friend zone. I can say like I actually like just cut them off completely. I can't really friend zone nobody. I just cut people off completely.
Let me ask you, fellas, has there ever been a woman that you were actually cool with and she wanted more and you were like, nah, I don't see you like that. We can't do that. I would like to keep us friends. And my second part question,
That's a unicorn.
can men and women actually be friends without the danger of with an ulterior motive? So who want? Let's ask Wick. Let's ask him first. I want to get your response. Do you think? Have you ever turned down a chick that wanted to go more, and you're like, no, I want to be friends? And do you even think men and women can actually be friends?
No to the first question. I can't say that I wouldn't, but I've never been in a situation to where I had to, if there was a chick trying to talk to me, I was just like, nah, we need to be friends type deal. Like, typically, if I'm talking to a female in that aspect, then, I'm talking to her for that purpose. But I've never talked to a female to where she had turned me off to the point where I'm like, yeah, no, it's not going to work type deal. We're going to be friends. And then the second question, yes, I feel men and women can be friends without, the lure of sex or a relationship.
I feel like that's only if it's like your homie's girl or someone that's clearly off limits. Like you could be friends with like your homie's girl or their siblings or things of that nature. But I don't know too many just regular, I feel like that relationship has been established as like this person is off limits. But if it's just something where everything was good to go, and I'm like, oh, because I don't know if women and men have that much common interest in certain aspects. Like at least maybe it's just the women I've been around. It's not too many. For instance, I do a whole comic book podcast. I like Marvel stuff. I like Star Wars stuff. I wear my geek flag with pride. It's not too many women that are like, oh, you want to go see the Marvel movie with you, or let's just as a friend. And if they are, unfortunately, in the comic book community, I don't see too many that I would necessarily want to date. And usually look like me, but with long hair. So like,
oh dear.
as one of my friends used to call them, the booger eaters.
Oh God.
Okay. I've told people that we just had to break it off. We can't be friends no more. And I do think women and men can be friends though. Like you said, you got just depending on the situation. Like you said, if you got common interests and things like that, I think they can be friends.
And then again, you see 90% of my friends right here on this podcast. So I guess I'm not the right person to talk to because I really don't like too many people. To be completely honest, I do a podcast, but I'm like, oh, people.
Wow.
I wish Short Man could have answered that.
Answer which question?
All of
both of these questions.
Y'all may ask me.
Oh,
go ahead.
I mean, geez, nobody else just waiting for me to ask.
It's open forum. Anybody can hop in.
Okay. So can men and women be friends? I cringe at that a little bit because I feel like someone always has like an ulterior motive. Personally, I'm so sorry. I know, some of you guys may get me, but I'm being honest. Like two single people is just, I don't know. Anyway, I've had some offers and it just always gets weird. It just always gets weird at some point. So friend zone is always a weird space. It's just that gray area that is just cringy if you're not really clear on your boundaries and what you're like looking for in a setting. So that's that as far as the men and the women friends. I'm kind of like, I'm not too big on that one. I've been friend zoned before. Somebody friend zoned me.
You?
Yes, I have been friend zoned. I'm not too, whatever to admit it. What is this? I grew up with 5 brothers. You want to read that? I was reading it. Okay, I'll read it. I grew up with 5 brothers. My boyfriend is a guy. Never kiss, sex,
Oh,
or
best
any of that.
friend. Best friend is a guy.
Oh, best friend. Oh, best friend is a guy. Never kiss, sex, or any of that. I have more male friends than females, and feminine. 100% feminine and love men. So yes, men and women can be genuinely just friends. I personally haven't had any luck and or success in that area. It always just got cringy for me, unfortunately.
So,
But
Melanin, you know you fucked up, right?
I know he about to say it. 'Cause I was about to say it.
You know you fucked up, right?
what?
This is my challenge to you, Melanin, since you have so many friends. Your best friend is a guy. If he is single, I don't want you ruining nobody's relationship. And you are also single, your best friends. I challenge you to call him and tell him to come over.
Oh my God.
I bet he comes over. I bet he forgets that y'all were friends and he'll be in there talking about good love and body rock all night long. And that's the thing that I circle back. I was talking about you underestimate the patience and the dastardliness of guys.
Mm-hmm.
We are not good people. We are the reason for all the wars. We are the reason for all the chaos. We are not good people. And, she said it's her best friend.
Best friend, yes, not boyfriend, but best friend.
Okay. Yeah, I submit that challenge. Just give him a call and be like, I've always thought you were cute. And
wait, is that best friend into women? I mean, did she clarify the best friend is straight?
Oh, he's married.
He's married now.
Oh, he's married.
That's why they're
married. But like I said, being over and giving him the green light is completely different. And unfortunately, most guys, if they see a green light, they're driving through it. Some drive through red lights.
creeps, Melanin.
But the one thing I've turned down some green lights though that would make situations awkward. Like from people that were women that were friends, where like Nikki said, where it would just make it awkward. Where they said, "Oh no, we could be friends after it was over." It was like, "Nah, I can't do it," because it's gonna just make it awkward. But that goes back to Nikki saying that the ulterior motive, you would never know what somebody else is thinking. So you may think on your end that we're friends and whatever, and that's the only part I disagree with Melanin, because you may think that you're friends, but you don't know the ulterior motive of other people. So they may not have told you, but you don't know if they look at you, you know what I'm saying, when you turn around, walk away, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So you can never determine what other people think.
Yeah.
And most, guys who describe themselves, "Oh, I'm a hunter. I go after what I want." But sometimes hunting is just sitting there with your mouth open and waiting. Every creature isn't a leopard. Some creatures are catfish, and they just sit at the bottom of the lake with their mouth open.
Yeah,
goes through, and there's many guys who, y'all never went there.
I'm pretty sure at some time we want to play cheats.
Yeah, at some point in time in y'all development with this, but he just got married, and you just it's giving some kind of movie.
He was probably waiting on you up until 2 days ago and said,
Yeah.
"All right."
He was waiting for her to be like,
Yeah, you probably found out the truth. He probably was like always in love with you, like low key, high key. But we never crossed that.
That little basketball type shit.
Yeah, you never gave the opening, but you never know. It's okay.
Yeah. See, like I said, if you gave him that green light, and I would never say go for this experiment, because I don't believe in breaking that he was happy ho. But I'm certain if you would have gave him that green light up until 48 hours ago.
No what question you didn't ask? Did you try to give him the green light?
Oh,
speak to us.
We
Melody. Did you ever give him the green light?
It's the music in the back. I like it.
It's about to get serious. Like, hit it with the Dr. Phil.
Yeah, man. I had to discover.
Left now, she's like, "Nah, I'm not."
I had to discover the hard way a couple of times, because you generally think these people are your friends. You're talking like, yeah. Next thing you know, you're like, oh man. So Yeah, y'all ask if
He
men.
didn't answer my question.
She took the victory without even finishing the fight.
Yeah.
There you go. So you say you didn't look at him like that, but did he look at you?
He was. Yes, if for this long, yes, he has,
He
honey.
was sticking around for elementary school and
Man.
Yeah.
let me tell you, I remember I was in college, freshman or sophomore in college, and I hung around with a lot of females on purpose because and sometimes they would get a little too comfortable and talk about, the guy they was with last night or whatever like that. And I'll be like, hey, I'm not the gay best friend. I'm here, I'm here for a purpose. Like Cal said, what if y'all slip on the banana peel? We gonna end up
Oh my god.
something like it. I'm trying to.
Where the cow go again? Cow that left again.
A mess. A whole mess.
I'm trying to, give you that Olympic gold medal. That's what I'm trying to do,
That's all.
So, but that's just me, and I don't think I'm normal. I mean, I'm not. That was a Freudian slip, but yeah, guys, we will wait. We will wait to catch our prey. So,
but I'm gonna try to get a because this is interesting. I'm gonna try to get a women's panel. I'm gonna see if I can get Melanin on. I already got somebody else booked. I'm gonna get Nikki on. I want to have this discussion about these toxic women, though.
What about you? Got to get toxic women.
hold on, what'd she say? Rather he look at my body or whatever.
You can't do that. You can't. That's our ulterior motive, though.
If I got to put the link in, then we might need you up here, Belly. If we ain't get you this week, we gonna get you next week because I feel Cal's got a couple. I'm gonna work on somebody. We want the women's panel. We might have to have a full. I think we can get up to 20 people. We might have to get 10 women, 10 men. We gonna break down this battle of sexes style. But guys, we're about 1 hour and 40 minutes in, so we're about to close this out tonight, man. There's so much we could do this all night. We appreciate everyone who has come on and talked and participated. I'm gonna go around the room and just give everybody an opportunity to share their projects and where you can find them. So we'll start with Nikki New. Nikki New, please let the people know where they can find you.
Okay, you guys can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter at Are You Mad? That's ARGH, the letter UMAD. Look for that logo right there. And yeah, every day we do daily lives and emotional support hour. Air out your grievances, express yourself, tell us why you mad, son. Yeah, it's kind of what we do. Check us out.
Yes, Are You Mad is dope. I love the emotional support hours. It's something that we all need. Please check her out. She has helped members of this team that you see right here. She's fantastic. She's great at what we do. So, Nikki, thank you so much for coming on and sharing a queen's perspective. And we appreciate you. Wick, please let the people know where they can find you at the gun range. If anything you want, any shout outs you want to give, the floor is yours, brother.
In Russia.
No shout out. I be on Facebook, but I don't really post on there too much. I mean, if anybody out in Vegas want to come holler at me, I'm out here.
Yes, sir. My man is.
That sounds like a challenge, like a threat.
Gracious. What? I ain't got my glasses on. Is that a chicken wing? What is that?
That's the strong arm.
Oh, okay. Okay, got you. I ain't got my glasses on.
Shade.
Huh? Oh, no shade. Maybe a little shade. Maybe a little shade. Do you know what happened to my glasses, Nikki?
I think I have an idea what may have happened to your glasses. Yeah.
All right, cool. As long as we know. King Petty, please let the people know what you got going on and where they can find you.
King Petty.
All right, y'all can catch me on the Ill Vision Network on YouTube. Power Petty, Petty and Real Conversations. You can catch me on Snapchat, Eyes to Myself 80, Instagram, Eyes to Myself 80, and Facebook, John Leggett. I'm everywhere like air.
Hey.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, that rhymed too, man. We got bars tonight. Kyle, let the people know where they can find you.
TikTok.
And say it in a rhyme.
No pressure.
TikTok, Cal Jones 813. That's where you'll find me. Facebook.
I know what you need. You need a beat. I got you.
I was trying to hold on. I was trying to hold on for you.
Yeah. You can find me on Facebook.
Will House, you little rocket.
Oh my God.
Cal Jones 757D. You can keeping up with the Cal Joneses. Loaded with those. They got that white ass. I can't even. I feel like Eminem 8 Mile.
Vomit on my sweater already, mom spaghetti. Like Mars had 2 parents and he went to a nice school.
Oh God.
And his parents stayed together.
They've been married for 50 years. I've seen them cry tears.
I like that background.
Right? Background just changed up.
That's
You
dope.
changed it up 3 times so far. What?
Give the people what they want.
Cool.
Anything? Any other places, Kyle?
No, that's all. I mean, I'm missing 4 places.
That's perfect. And of course, you know who it is. It's your boy Mars, aka Marlon Beardo, the Bearded Weirdo, the Stella Rosa Casanova, the creator of culture, and the formerly Great Wonder. But as you can see, I'm all black, never white, ready to attack. Here with the After Dark crew, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in this episode. We can't wait to give you next week's episode. It's all about the ladies, man. We're about to make this a sober October and give them some sobering thoughts about this men versus women battle. But of course, respectfully as always. So guys, for the After Dark crew, for Nikki New, Sean Witt, Cal Jones, King Petty, for our brothers that couldn't be here, the Short Man, Big Gerald, and everybody that tune in, we appreciate y'all for watching. Replay will be at midnight. We out of here. Peace.